Indianapolis and home to the midshipmen of Navy. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense will have the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make play.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. Jukes his way forward. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Navy's offense has the ball for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after him.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Perkins. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On the ground, it's set here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the corner. Nice move to pick up yardage. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He'll do it himself. Find some fresh air. Oh, he got loose. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's a really nice job running the option at quarterback, and I feel like when we talk Navy QBs, we're always talking about Roger Staubach. He won the Heisman. He was a Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys. Keenan Reynolds, I think, is one of the greatest football players in college history that nobody talked enough about. He was so dangerous on these option runs, and this guy right here kind of reminds you of Reynolds with his running ability.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Can't get him to turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Wide receiver going in motion. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Owls headed quickly to the line. Motion from the back. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Terrell. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Makes one man miss. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Going for 6. Touchdown Owls. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here comes the option. Plows through the defense. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Chapman. Oh, out of space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gets the back moving. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Option look, it's Horvat. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Owls come to the line in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Henry. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Horvath. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catch.
Back to pass. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Messer. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Give to the fullback. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To the air, it's Horvath. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Hodges. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a gap. It's Sands. It's a seam wide open. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up second down.
They go to the ground. Makes his man miss. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the big fella. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Terrell. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
At the 41-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes a connection. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
Timeout.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Run it with the fullback. He's past the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. The big fullback's got it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Quick strike complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll slot it at the 42. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On the option. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the punt, 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. This is a design run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
On the move, it's Terrell. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quick spin on the ride. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Terrell.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sticks it in his belly. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Navy now facing third and short. Back to pass, it's Horvat. Dances away to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll pitch it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Goes to the option. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion. Not the way they had it drawn up. The Owls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Gives it on the option. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll throw on third and short. They're setting up the screen. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Using his legs, it's Chapman. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Navy will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the left. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Owls want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They've got the screen set up. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold. Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Horvath. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Kent. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Sweet cut there. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Horvath. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Motion from the back. On the option. He stopped right there, short of the first down in this defense, trying to preserve the lead. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. They'll run the read to the left, looking for the first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with a big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
A huge point after this for the lead. And it's good, and now the defense will try to hang on to this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Bowling Green. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Owls! They move on top here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Quarterback keeps it. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. They want to run this quarterback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Kent. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking the deep shot. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
2nd down.
The give to the fullback. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Horvat. Lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for a crease, it's Sands. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?